Hello there and welcome back to another edition of Silly Car Showdown, and welcome to the most modern car we've had so far. This is the brand new Acura NSX. I guess it's not brand new anymore, but this is the 2017 model Acura NSX. This car comes courtesy of Reverse Gear, and Reverse Gear requested the Acura NSX. I've decided to put in the Forza edition of this vehicle. Hopefully he doesn't mind, because, well, the Forza edition A comes with this cool looking wide body kit arrangement going on, and B, it should get wider tyres, which will help it out. Alright, as per the series, of course, no drivetrain swaps, so it is standing mid-engined four-wheel drive. Now, there is the V12 option for this car. This is the V12 that went into the Lotus Elise GT12, which currently tops our leaderboard. I'm going to leave it out of it, because I took a look at the stock engine, and I should be able to get a fair amount of power out of the stock engine, so we will go for that. Of course, the main big thing with going for Forza Edition, is that we get bigger tyres and 305s on the front and 375s on the rear. Jesus Christ, those are some big arse tyres. Yeah, this car should get up to PI, no problem whatsoever. The Elise was P-Class, the i8's the only other P-Class car we've had. I'm assuming this NSX is going to get right up there. Of course, because it's one of the Forza Edition cars, it will have... Also, if I say Horizon Edition, I am sorry, I still get the two mixed up. Yeah, this should... this will have a couple of upgrades on it from standard, but that shouldn't affect it too much. Right. Anyways, here is where we get into the meat and potatoes. I'm hoping for about 800-ish horsepower from the stock engine. Of course, the V12 will give us a hefty... how much power does it give you again? 1,183, but... okay, yeah, we're going to get that. 803 horsepower, and the twin turbos have still got to go on, which is probably going to give us in the ballpark of about 900 horsepower, I'd imagine. 849 horsepower, and 990... Oh my god, are we going to get 1,000 horsepower out of this NSX? We are. Excellent. Yes, please. 1,024 horsepower. Apparently leaving the stock engine in it was a pretty interesting move. Now, the biggest issue with this car, by the looks of it, is its weight. It does weigh quite a bit. Of course, the NSX is a hybrid supercar now. I like the modern NSX a lot. While I prefer it not to be hybrid, it is still kind of cool. Yeah, this should be interesting. So what do we have? 1,024 horsepower, 993 foot-pound torque, 3,070 pounds of weight, P-Class 927 PI, all-wheel drive, mid-engine, 45% of the weight is going to the front, and it also has those 375 tyres. Now, this is going to be quick. However, I'm really curious to see just how quick it's going to be. Anyways, to find out how the NSX gets along, it is going to be getting 7 laps of the brand's hatch circuit. Our current leader is the Lotus Elise GT12, that's at a time of 43.846. The all-petrol BMW i8 V10 set a time of 46.066. This NSX is very, very, very likely going to be somewhere in that car's ballpark, both of them modern supercars with mid-engine configurations and all-wheel drive, so yeah, this should be going after the i8. My god, it's surprisingly quick, and the grip. Now, I drove that MX-5 out last time. The MX-5 was not a bad car, but this is rather nice. Bit understeery. I would kind of like some bigger tyres in the front. Kind of surprised we only got 305s on... Like, I say only. Most cars' rear tyres aren't 305s, but yeah. Would expect it... Oh god, 46.482. We're going to go off in the grass. Damn it. Oh well, we still got plenty of laps with this vehicle. Yeah. It's going to beat the i8. I don't know if it'll beat the Lotus Elise, but apparently it's certainly looking to make an impression. Yeah, 305s, I mean, on most cars that's the max. You're lucky if you get a lot on the rear, but yeah. Maybe this car would actually benefit from having some slightly wider track tyres on the front. Yeah, just a little bit of understeer. But again, all-wheel drive supercar, to be expected. I think the i8 was actually pretty similar. This is quicker than the i8. I'm not... It isn't as quick as the Lotus. I will say that much for it. The Lotus did, of course, have much more power. The brakes are magnificent. I need to relearn braking on this car because, well, having 305s on the front and, well, massive standard race brakes probably means I don't have to worry too. Well, obviously, this car is going to have fantastic brakes from stock, and of course it is, well, a modern supercar, so yeah, that will also improve things. Ooh. Yeah, just that understeer catching me out a little bit in this vehicle, catching me out more than I'd expect. I think the goal of this car is just to go through the corners slow and steady. That probably might be the quicker way to do it. 45.939 does mean it dispatches of the i8, which is of course a good thing. Alright. Oh, not going to get it stopped into there. Well, we are, but it's going to be a very, very weird way to take that corner. Yeah, it's just that understeer. Just a little bit too much at the higher end. I reckon if you leave this thing with a stock engine in it, or don't upgrade it too much, maybe have this as like an S800 lobby car, maybe. Mind you, I think I experienced, or tried to play around with one of these in S800, and you can't actually do a whole lot to them at all. That being said, if you could like set this thing up, maybe to be a S-Class car, or even like an R-Class car, maybe, and just like tune the front aero to the max, this thing could be a bloody good car. A really bloody good car, in fact. But, I mean, as it stands, it's still fantastic. So, yeah, but there's a lot of potential in this vehicle to go very, very quickly indeed. And, I mean, it is going very, very quickly. Yeah, just, I don't know. It's quite saddening, to be honest with you, because the thing is, this level of understeer I can usually deal with, but this is just a little bit too much for me personally. Just a little bit too much. So, I feel like I'm letting the car down a little bit, just because I can't go quite as quick as it wants to, and that's just because I don't trust what the front end's gonna do. You know, some corners it will go through just fine, and then other corners it will just not quite have the turning grip that I want it to have. But again, there's so much controllability. It's so nice just to be able to clunk down the throttle and let it fly. It's a lovely car in that aspect. Easy to drive, but it's easy to drive, but not easy to drive fast, if that makes sense. But a 45.105, well, that will do me nicely as we come on to as a final lap. See what more I can push out of this car. I'm going to brake nice and early for Falcon Bridge. I can brake a lot later for that corner because the brakes are that good, but it's just whether I'm going to get it turned in or not is an uncertainty. Whoa, a little bit too wide into that corner. Probably going to affect the lap time a little bit. Yep, we are down. And then again, I'm going to get these corners spot on for the first time in a while. Don't go wide on the way out. Push down the power because I can do that in this car. There's a run to the line, a little bit wide coming down the straight, and a 45.040 for the NSX. That could have gone quicker. That could have gone nearly mid 44s, I reckon, but yeah, just not quite that level of front end grip that I'd really want, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. Nevertheless, though, that 45.040 puts this car easily into a second place. It beats out the i8 V10 NASCAR 928, the Mazda MX-5 Super 4 rotor. The only car it can't get past is the mighty Lotus Elise GT12. But this is the first real challenger that we've had to that car so far, and it actually got closer to the Lotus, honestly, than I was expecting. So yeah, maybe the Lotus isn't quite as safe as I had initially thought. Anyways, that is it for this edition of the Silly Car Showdown. Do hope you've enjoyed. My name's been Emile. My links are in the description if you want to come and check me out on my channel and watch various levels of silliness. Also, if you'd like to request cars for the Silly Car Showdown, you can do so down below in the comment section. With that all being said and done, friends, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.